Up and down, up and down, up and down. Hello? Oh my God, look at that. Identify yourself.
In a world where one man alone goes camping, a man goes camping with no experience, alone. Part 2, after Part 1 of A Man Goes Camping 16 Times. Enjoy Part 2.
Starting to rain.
Just go down, huh?
Parkour! Parkour!
Bye, have a great time.
Absolutely amazing. Flop. Baby leprechaun hole. Leave no trace. Hello, back out in the Mournes today. Thanks for clicking on the video. I don't really have any plan to do anything, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the Mourne wall and I'm just going to follow it until I get tired, and then I'm going to put somewhere to camp. We're starting off at a Carrick little car park and we're just sort of approaching the gate now. There we go. New gate. Oh. You can go through this one, I guess. Very nice, very nice. And it locks by itself. Right, here we go. We've just come from the gate down here. We're on this path. If you follow this path, it brings you to Anlong Woods. If you continue following it, it brings you to Loch Blue. And if you see this road here, this path, sorry, we're going to follow this path up along the wall to the top of Binion. So I'm not going to faff about here. I'll see us at the top of Binion in a couple of seconds. So I've stopped for a wee breather here. I've seen one of these leprechaun holes that Stephen Reid talks about. I'm at the still here between Binion and that's East Binion over there. Sort of crouching down here, hiding behind the wall because it's really windy. So I'm just going to follow the wall up to the top of here and I'll see you up there. It's a couple of 100 meters. I'm sure by the time I get up to the top I'm going to be absolutely destroyed, but let's get going, I guess. I'm at the top of Binion. I'm hiding here in between rocks. There's a whole load of banana skins. So it's really windy up here. And I've made a mistake. I forgot to top up my water at the bottom. I'm not going to hang about up here because I'm afraid of being blown off. You already see. Well, these are good though. Right, let's move back in the wee corner. I'm going to sit here for a couple more minutes and then we'll start heading down the wall toward wee Binion. I'm thirsty. My mouth's drier than a nun's. Right, that's us leaving the Binion now. We're going to head toward wee Binion. water. It's not the freshest looking water in the world, but it's clear. There's no brown stuff in it like normal. And you know, I'll take it. That wee walk down from Binion is tight enough. It's tight enough. Quite steep. Lovely fresh water. Right. That's wee Binion done. I'm gonna head now down to Moose Leave. It's really windy up here. I'd already started to go down, and then I went to take a video to say that I'm leaving, but you wouldn't be able to hear a word. It's so windy. Time to go. Right, I've just came down from up there and rejoined the wall. Yeah, we're following it to that big crossroads up there. So it's at the top of Moose Leave now. The wall sort of separates here into 4 parts, and we're going this way. There's not much up here, it's very rocky. That's 3 peaks done so far. Binion, wee Binion, and Moose Leave. And we're going to follow the trusty wall. So we're getting closer to Silent Valley. I've took a bit of a shortcut. That'll hopefully save me about 2 miles. I don't know if it's been a good shortcut yet. You'll find out in about 10 seconds. Alright, so we just came from up there, followed the wall down. We're getting pretty close now. We're on a small still. That looks like the start of a track, but I don't know where it ends. Let's find out. Right, and here we are at the bottom. I've come on to a proper path here. Oh! Found some nummies. So juicy. So juicy. So that's just the Silent Valley. Just walking down the road here toward the toilets. And when I'm here, I'll stop up on the water. Then I think I'm going to sit down maybe at one of these benches here for 10 or 15 minutes, get something to eat. It's coming up 10 to 6. I plan where we're going to camp tonight because I still don't know. You know, it's getting dark now at about 8 o'clock. So ideally, I want to be set up for at least 7:30. Get my dinner. Right. It's coming up 6:15. Shouldn't really be stopping to get something to eat because it's going to get dark at 8 o'clock, but I am starving. What I've done is I've made a wee concoction myself. It's a tin of tuna with some red onion, grated cheese, a couple of jalapenos, and then I put a bunch of cucumber on top. Mixed it all together with mayonnaise. I'm going to get this into me really quick, and then I need to decide where I'm going to camp tonight. Ben Crom is 3 miles this way. We know that Ben Crom's a good spot. It's low down. There'll not be a lot of wind on it. But I've already done Bencrom once, and I don't know, I might head towards Muck. I'm not sure. I need to think about it, because wherever I'm going, ideally I would need to be there before 7:30, because it's going to get dark at 8 o'clock. Well topped up with water, that's not a problem. Just going to sit here, get this into me really quickly, and then decide where to go. Right, that's my tuna. It was delicious. I was just thinking, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Bencrom because it's very windy. I would like to go to Slieve Muck. It's about the same distance away as Bencrom, but I'm in the Lanchin one and it's very windy. I don't know if I trust it. I've never been up to Slieve Muck, so I don't know what it's like up there, what the conditions are, but I know that Bencrom's good. I know that's low down, and I need to think that I'm parked at Carrick Little as well. I have about an hour to get to Bencrom. But at least we're at Bencrom. We're not too far away now. We've just got these freaking stairs to go. Really not looking forward to these. I've done them once before and I hated it. Alright, one. 649 and we're at the top. There's the bloody stairs and there's steel over here, and then just need to walk up the side of this, get to the other side, and hopefully there's nobody else camping, but if there is I ain't going nowhere. So I have a business idea. I'm going to get a whole bunch of drones, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Rucksack delivery service. So what you'll do is you'll go for your walk, you'll tell me your coordinates, what time you're going to be there, and then I'll airdrop your rucksack and from a drone. Oh, there's my walking sticks. Gonna need those. What do you think about that for an idea? If anybody knows about any drones that lift sort of 15-20 kilos, let me know. Right, time to get Ben Crom, get the tent set up, get some date, start relaxing. Yeah. Right, that's us up Ben Crom. Absolutely destroyed. I mean, I could sleep right now. I've done 16.42 kilometers already. I'm gonna get the tent set up. You get something hot to drink. It's 8 o'clock, so it's gonna start getting dark soon. I'm not gonna bother doing like a, showing you setting the tent up or anything. I'm just gonna get it done. Hey guys, I need a drink right away. I've got one of my wee sachets with me. I've got berry blend. It looks like a strawberry, raspberry, blueberry. We get it mixed in with the water there. So this is about 450 ml of water. And I would love a hot drink, but I'm dehydrated. I need something to drink quick. So let's try this out. See what it tastes like. Cheers. Oh, there we go, we're all set up. It's looking nice. The wind is beating the crap out of it, like, but it's alright. Shelter. Got my bed set up. So I've got a foil mat here. Got my sleeping mat, sleeping bag, pillow, and then I've got my rucksack and my clothes and stuff down at the other end. And the reason that I put that there is because it helps to stop the air mattress rolling around. Let's get a quick rundown of the food. Went for a dehydrated one today. It's cottage pie. I've had one of these before. It was okay. I wouldn't buy it again, but I bought two. So I'm gonna eat this one. And then I basically just have a whole load of snacks. So I have a muesli bar and I have a yogurt. That's breakfast. And then for snacks later on, I have cheese strings, squishies. I went for strawberry and cream this time to mix it up. Bag of normal nuts, top dap chocolate bar, Lucozade, like energy gels, and then I have some coffee. So the bottom one is like maca, it's like a chocolate coffee. The middle one is a normal coffee, that's for the morning time. And then the top one is chicken and vegetable soup. So that's just a cup of soup. And then I have, I have drink sachets and brown sauce and stuff like that. Right, so time for a soup. It's just a normal cup of soup. I've put a wee bit of salt in it because there's not much flavour off them. But here, collect moments, not things. Right. Water's done. By the way, the higher you pour your water from, the better it tastes. And that counts for tea, coffee, hot chocolate, everything. Because it's more like aerated or something, maybe? Right, we'll leave that for a couple of minutes so it doesn't burn my mouth. But in the meantime, I think it would be a bit of a sin to have cheese strings and not at least dip. Cheese dipped in soup is delicious. I've seen camping and hiking with Adrian. I got himself like a wee frying pan. It's like a toasty frying pan where you flip it over halfway through. And I'm telling you, if you make cheese toasties and you have tomato soup with you, you have the best you have the best meal in the world. It's made that cheese really chewy, it's class. 11:20, I've still not got my food. I'm all set up though. I've got the right amount of water. I've got water for pear juice, and then I've got my HP brown sauce and 2 packs of pepper and salt. The reason that I'm late is because I was reviewing over my footage, and on the last GoPro clip that I took, something very, very weird happened. So what happened was, I was out getting water, I had my GoPro in my pocket, the sky is full of stars, and I thought, you know what, I'll just stick it on 30-second blasts and I'll put the GoPro on a rock and point it up into the sky. And when it did point it into the sky, and you can see me set it down on the rock, and when it did point it into the sky, this happened. So that's very, very odd. That's 100% not doctored at all. And that is my GoPro pointing into the sky. If it was a drone, I would have heard the noise. It doesn't move like an insect. And to be honest with you, I've sort of reviewed that footage maybe 7 or 8 times. It kind of freaked me out a wee bit, because what the hell could that light be? I'm in the middle of the Mournes, the middle of the mountains, and the light, it just moved weird. It moved in a circle. So I don't know, maybe it's a trick of the camera or something. But I do know I'm hungry, so I'm gonna wait for this to boil, and we'll see if the cottage pie is better the second time round. There we go. I would say that that's boiling. We'll take this here and fill it to number 5. Give it a good stir up. Seal it. Leave it for 5 to 10 minutes. I'll leave mine for 10, just to be sure. And then enjoy. Boom, boom, boom. Right, and the taste test would say perfect. That's what it looks like after 10 minutes. Let me do a wee bit of magic on it. Alright, so got a wee bit of meat, wee bit of potato. Potatoes taste really good. Meat's still a wee bit funky, but putting more water in it definitely has helped. It's definitely helped a lot. So I've just finished that there. It was very good. The only thing I would say is add more water to it. It said 320 ml on the back. I added probably about 500, 550, but turned out it was pretty good. Still probably not bad again, to be honest, but it definitely filled the hole. So it's coming up now, about 20 past 12, that'll be time to go to bed. It's still windy outside. The wind is blowing directly onto the back of the tent, so it's not so bad if I sort of just, you know, stay here where I am. There's still plenty of room, and it's not like hitting me or anything. So, you know, it's been a pretty good day. Long walk, tired. I normally don't like sitting in the tent, but today I enjoyed it. I enjoyed sort of just sitting and, you know, watching over my footage, staying in the tent, and sort of just chilling with that soup and stuff, and then getting my dinner. It's not very often, you know, I'd rather be out exploring or something, but, you know, I guess maybe the 16k hike, 10 miles, is what has made me tired and happy to relax. I'll see you in the morning. Rocks are slippy. Morning guys. Time's about 8:30 in the morning. I've overslept. Probably fell over last night at maybe about 2 a.m. So I've slept good. Woke up there about 20 minutes ago and I've been running up and down the river. I've slipped in it and everything. The rocks are real slippy. They're covered in like morning dew or something. I've ripped the knee off myself. I'm just not as young as I used to be. Not as nimble either. Right, coffee time. I'm sitting here, I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to get home. And I'm thinking either to go from here up to Hur's Gap, walk along the Brandy Pad, and then walk down through Hanlon Fitley to get to the Carrick Little Path. Be a nice walk. Or I could take a shorter walk and walk back up the side of Ben Crom here, and then up to like sort of the base of Benyon North. That'll bring me back onto the Carrick Path, and then it would just be a straight, maybe mile or so, straight back to the car park. I know that's the shorter option, so I'll probably go with that there. Oh, tired. The wind, it's still windy, but it's not as windy as it was yesterday. The tent actually held up really well. I've put an extra pole on the back of the tent, and I think that's really helped a lot. So, as far as I know, like this lantern, it's sometimes a nightmare and sometimes it's good. We're pitched up on sort of like a flat area, and a lantern's very easy to set up on a flat area. Everybody says to test your tent out in the back garden, and you know that's all right. But your back garden is flat, and up here is not flat. So like with a normal tent with normal poles, you set them up anywhere. But this lantern, if it's not set up on like perfectly even ground, it takes a real lot of playing about with to get it right. But when it's up, it's dead on. You know, it's strong enough. It's roomy enough on the inside. It's comfy. I sleep in this tent very well. So it's just setting it up. It's just setting it up. It's a pain in the ass. But I think for the winter time that we're getting close to, I'm gonna have to buy another one-man tent, a more strong one. We'll go for a maca coffee because I'm having one of these muesli bars for breakfast. For all the things I've tried for breakfast, these are the best things. I'm not a heavy eater in the morning. So like this here, and then whenever I leave, I'll suck on this here until it's done as well. So that's yogurt, and that's your... Oh! Oh! Coffee break done. Oh, time for the best part of the camp, which, as everybody knows, is packing up. Right, there we are, all packed up. No trace as always. Got my rucksack, got my walking poles, my rubbish bag, and woo, the sun's come out. So I've decided I'm just gonna walk up along the side of the valley to the other end of Ben Crom. Then I'm gonna go up to sort of the base of Benyon North Tour. And then I'm just gonna have a straight path back to the car park. And there we go. Goodbye, Ben Crom. We'll check in on the other side. we've got it to the other side. It's a real nice walk up the side of the reservoir there. It's absolutely roasting today. And what we're going to do is we're headed sort of up toward here. And then it should be kind of easy from there on in. So before we head up, I'm gonna try one of these Lucozade gels, see if they're any good. Yeah, these weren't expensive, so. Yeah. It's got a weird taste off it. It's okay, it's palatable, but I've never had a gel before, and it feels like there's like a thin jelly coating the whole inside of my mouth. Yeah, I think we'll wash that down with some water, I think. And by the way, this water from Ben Crom, through the filter anyway, tastes better than the water that came out of the taps. Oh, so good, so good, so good. So, back from, come to the end of the fence, follow this road to go to where we camped, and you follow this one up to get to the base of Binion North. There we go. And this is at the top of Main Crom now. Took a small detour. We went about 200 meters off the track. Yeah. But this not always happens with me. I always go off the track, so that ended up just happening like almost vertically up the last maybe 50 or 60 meters. So back on the carriage little path now. So Ben Crom Reservoir is behind us. This way here. This will bring you up to North Tor Binion, but we're going this way. I don't know if you can see light blue, but this is the direction that we're headed. This will bring us to Annalong Forest, and then you follow Annalong Forest right up to the gate and back to the car park. So I've just realised as well that from we were going up Binion yesterday, I haven't seen one single person, and the time now is it's 11:30 in the morning. I left car park yesterday at around 2:15 p.m. So by the time we get back here, it's going to be about 12 o'clock. It's going to be 22 hours in the mornings. That's going to be a long one for me. I'm guessing this is a long video. So thanks very much. Got this far. Here we are at the edge of the forest. It's lovely clear skies. You can see on top of everything. So last week there when I was in Cornwall, I was flying home last Saturday and it was completely clear, and we're flying up the side of Ireland, and I could see the Mournes from the plane, and I could pick out a couple of the tops. I could see Silent Valley, see Ben Crom. It was amazing. I didn't know that you could see that from a plane. So I tried to take a picture, but found out really crap. Here we are. Back to the start. There's the path up the Binion. But we're not going this way today. But look at it, it's so clear. It's amazing. We're headed this way back to the gate. Hey guys, this is back to Carrickdale Car Park now. Thanks very much for watching the video. Millmore Lodge, you can maybe see that behind you, and then we're headed this way toward the Tressy track. Ordinarily the way to get on top of Commodo would be to get on the Tressy's track, go up the Hers Gap, join the wall, and then follow the wall. There's somebody's backpack has got a hole in it and they've dropped their chocolate nuts all over the place. I can't let those go to waste. I'm literally only out, and I was just walking past like a ditchy area right there, and my foot sunk about 20 or 25 centimeters. What a bummer. Oh well, time to get going. Looks like a good spot to cross the river here. Right, and off we go. Right, that's just on Trusty Track now. Just going to walk on this for maybe another 100-200 meters, and then hopefully I'll see the trail that goes off to the left. Right guys, so I found the path. If you follow Trusty Track this way, as if you're going up the Hurst Gap, which is just up there, you'll see that there's basically this road, and it looks like a cut piece of grass, and it goes up along the side of this, and it'll meet the wall at the top of Sleeve Naglock. Ordinarily I would meet the wall here at the Hurst Gap, but it's gone off Hurst Gap before and kind of feel like something different, so we'll try this way, see what it's like. I'll let you guys know when I get to the top. So I guess here we go. Here we go. It's nice to get off those stones. I hate walking on those stones on Trusty Track. It's nice to get on the grass. But Michael, Andy, why are you always running away from me? Huh? What about Mavis, Mickey and Michael up here? Huh? You gonna run away from me too? Damn. Just trying to be your friends, guys. Just trying to be your friends. Hey folks, that's us at the top of the still. That was an okay wee track up. Would it take it over Hurst Gap? Probably. The first half was like sort of flat grass, it was steep, and then the second half was quite rocky, but it wasn't as bad as going up the rocky part of Hurst Gap. So we've joined the wall, and the plan now is to basically follow the wall until we get to Sleeve Comida. There's a Sleeve Burner right behind us, and then we're headed this way. So let's get going. Right, that's Sleeve Naglock. Look at that. Right, that's us leaving Sleeve Naglock. Time to go to Sleeve Cora. The wall looks amazing from here. The camera might not pick it up that well, but it looks really, really nice. So it does. It's going to be a mission to get up there. It looks very, very twisty. It doesn't look that far on the camera, but it's going to be far when I need to walk it in rails. But let's get going. I'll see us on top of Sleeve Cora. So the wall up around here is pretty tall, and it has all these nice wee shelves, which are pretty good for using for your tripod. See? Pretty cool. Should have them on all the walls. Hey guys, so that's Sleeve Cora done. Last one is Sleeve Comida. I'm sort of looking at it here, and it looks really, really steep. So it does these last couple of 100 meters, and I'm sort of hoping that this is part of the trail. If it's not, going this way anyway. So let's get to this top, I guess. Class views down into Ben Crom from here, Ben Crom Reservoir. Stayed there last week. Class weather, really nice. We're getting there. We're getting there, just following the wall still. Oh, it's steep. It's steep, but it's not that challenging. It's just steep. Oh, steep with lots of sheep. Right, here I am in the wee house. I've never been in one of these before. Maybe this is better because of the light. So we've got up, tighten off, getting up. I think what we need to do now is go and touch the summit to say that we've been here. and then get the tent set up. Summit is right over here. Let's get going. Goes download. See you soon. Right, that's me on the inside now, getting a wee bit of shelter from the wind. You can see that I'm not out in the Lancashire today, I'm out in the OEX Jackal 2. I just come out in this tent because I knew that I was camping higher up, and I knew that this tent is a lot stronger, and it's bigger as well. So, right, time to get the inner up and then get a cup of chicken soup. Put in some extra salt because bachelors is, or whatever flavour it is, a wee bit flavourless. Throw the water in, too much water, 100%. This is going to taste really diluted, but it's a big old cup of warm my hands. Right, we'll leave that there for a few minutes so it doesn't burn my mouth. And I think with it, I think I'll have to have a wee snack as well. I'm gonna have a couple of cheese strings with this here, and then we'll go and have a look and see where this Paddys Pipe is. You'll see this house, the small house that was built for the workmen that were building the wall. There's two sides to the house. There's one side that has an entrance and another side that doesn't have an entrance. You want to look for the side with the entrance. And then we're facing this way. So over here you have Binion, over here you got Berna, and then you're going to follow the wall. We're going to do this in real time as well. I might have to double up the speed because it's not exactly a 30-second walk. Right, so you'll see there where a part of the wall has fallen apart or been racked by someone or something, and then right round here is where you have Paddys Pipe. I tried looking up a bit of history about this, but I've no idea if a guy called Paddy actually made it, but it is nice fresh water. Let's go. It's really, really good water. I mean, it's wet and it's cold and it's completely flavourless. It's apparently that there's some sort of fresh water spring below Slieve Comida, and it naturally, the water pressure pushes it to the top. Somebody's seen this years and years ago, I don't know, decades ago probably, and they drilled a hole in it and they put this pipe in, and now it's called Paddys Pipe. As far as I know, you don't need to filter it. So time to get back up, and if you're looking for it, it's right beside this broken part in the wall. Ah, look at that for a view. Time to get back up to the tent because my hands are freezing. Oh man, going back up's not as easy. Is there electric in this thing? Is that an electric wire? Can I charge my phone off this? Right, I've got my soup in me. There's not that much daylight left, so time to go for a walk. I've set up my GoPro for a sunset, so hopefully it comes out nice. I was talking to a guy there, come up to the summit, and he was saying that he was talking to some German guy down here, so he thinks this German guy's down here camping. So I'm just going to go for a wee dander and take a wee scope. Like I said, if we're going to walk down a bit, we might as well walk down the wall. Surprisingly not windy, which is really nice. Tent is full of sand. Last time I took it out, I was at Lake Shannon, and I got full of sand because I was on the beach, and I washed it out at the start of the week, but I didn't get the sand that was on the inside of the tent. I got all the sand on the outside. So I decided to get off the wall before I fall and wreck myself. I'm just thinking that this is the first time that I've camped on this side of the mountains. And I'm not complaining. Views are pretty cool. You've got ocean all around you. You can see loads of class stuff from up here. There's Annalong Valley down there. Look how twisty it is. And then there's Binion up there. Huh? And there's the moon. You can see it now. It's starting to come out. It's looking nice. There we are, getting back to tent now. Oh, I found a baby leprechaun hole. I've never seen one of those before. I've seen the normal sized ones. Okay, good. GoPro still there catching this. Oh my god, look at that. That's amazing. Can't wait to watch that footage back over. Do you know what? While we're here, and we're coming so close to sunset, might as well run over here one more time to see what view we get out over the ocean. Time to get back to the tent, get some food, get the hands warmed up. So tonight we'll have some Dalmio Pronto, and then to put inside that there I've got some turkey. It's in this here, it's sort of like a single serving. I always have to have my snacks. I've got a few more cheese strings. I have one of my muesli bars. I have a yogurt. I have a crunch chocolate bar, and I have squishies, rhubarb and custard. Actually, those are for breakfast. And as always, I've got my drinks. Today I'll probably go with a lemon iced tea. And then I've got tea and milk and condiments and stuff for later on. But it's about dinner time right now. I've sort of just come out here after dinner just to see what it looks like out here. Yeah, looks pretty cool. You can see the moon there. My dinner was really good, by the way. I'll probably do those again. And there's the tent. You can see that it's pretty cold. Yeah, that's not good, but should be alright. Right, time to get in the tent. I think we'll call it a night. There you are, I can't beat it. Get a cup of tea, some crunch chocolate bar, get in the sleeping bag, start to heat up a bit. Coming up to about 20 to 10 at the minute. I think I'm done for the night. I'm gonna sit here, drink some of my tea, my chocolate, gonna watch some Netflix, and then go to bed, go to sleep. Turned out to be a pretty good camp. The wind has died down. It's a wee bit cold, but you know, it's just that time of the year. I guess from now on I'll just need to bring gloves, sleeping bag in her. I'll maybe need to replace this foil mat with my foam roll-up one. But so I'm just gonna chill here, watch this until I fall asleep, and I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Morning, folks. It's, I haven't got my watch on. It's coming up near 7 in the morning and it's time for coffee. As usual, just my normal coffee and muesli bar, and that'll do me.
me for breakfast. It's really nice though. You should see what you see. I don't want them hanging about too long here because I know it's busy up around here, especially with it being a summit. So I plan to just get this coffee in me, get this music bar in me, start packing up and get ready to go home.
Hey guys, that's us leaving Slieve Common now. It's just gone past 8 o'clock in the morning. This is probably the earliest that I've ever left. So I'm just heading down the hill here. I'm going to go to the straddle between Donard and Comida, and then we'll go over that there. We'll go on to the Brandy Pad, and then we'll take the Brandy Pad to Hers Gap. Should be a nice easy walk home. Looking forward to it. Oh, there's a leprechaun hole. Right, that's us down at the saddle now. There's where we just came from. There's where we're going. And there's Donald up there. I don't know what the GoPro is picking this up like because the sun sort of just disappeared there. But we're going over here and then we're going this way. Right, so there's a wee waterfall here. This is just if you're ever walking down the Brandy Pad and you want to go in down the Anlong Valley and the Anlong Woods, you find this river and you can see there that there's a trail, and you follow that trail straight down and that'll bring you down to the Anlong Woods. But we're not headed that way today. We're headed up here. The sun's out. It's not warm, but it's very sunny. So I'm sort of in the middle of the Brandy Pad right now. You'll notice sort of on one half of it, you'll be looking down on the Anlong Valley, and then on this you'll go over a hill, and then on the second half you'll be looking down on the Ben Crom Reservoir. We're on the hill now, headed over toward the Ben Crom Reservoir side. It's a pretty flat road, so tell you what, I'll see you at Hers Gap. These are the best things in the world for breakfast, by the way. Class view of Ben Crom Reservoir. Camped down there last week. It was a real good camp. And we're getting there, So there's Hers Gap there, right in the middle of the screen. Right. That's us at Hers Gap. Decided to take a wee break. Bumped into a guy there. He told me that he was watching my videos last night, or he was watching one of my videos. The name was Johnny, so it was nice to meet you, man. Hopefully you're watching this video as well. I seen you heading down toward the Brandy Pad there, so I hope you had a real nice walk. That's the first person to ever say to me that they watch my videos, so that's pretty nice. Stopping here for a wee break. Got the last water from Paddys Pipe here. It's really good. I'm not just saying this because I'm on the video. It is actually really good water.
hopefully the video will help a few people find where it is. So, break time over. We'll go the easy way. Right, that's just left Hers Gap now. There's two ways to go down from Hers Gap to back down to Millmore Lodge. There's the hard way down the rocks, and there's the easy way, which is the way I'm taking because I'm not trying to impress anyone. I've done the hard way a whole bunch of times, and the easy way just seems more appealing in the morning, to be honest. I don't know why people say this way is easier. It's not it's not easier at all. Even going down this with one hand is dodgy here with all these rocks. Oh, my poor knees. Oh, my poor knees. But we're getting there. We're getting closer to Trusty Track. There it is over there. Hey, where do you come from? You've nowhere to run now, do you? You're not so smart. Dear God. How did I get past him? Hey folks, that's us back on Trusty Track. Just come down from Hers Gap. And I thought that I would sort of just do a wee recording here to show this is the path that I went up yesterday. And then there's Hers Gap up there. And so, you know, just to sort of give you some sort of reference if you wanted to take this path for yourself. It's very, very grassy. It's a good walk. Right, so pretty close back to the car park now. Walking across the river. I think this would be a good time just to call it quits. As always, if you made it this far in the video, thanks very much for watching. Hit the like button, it really, really helps. Welcome to the video. We're back out again in the mornings as always. Today we're starting from at car park, and we're going to go to either Sleeve Millmore or Sleeve Muck. I'm walking now up toward the wall, and I'll decide when I get to the wall which way I'm going to go. But done it again. Got another brilliant day. There's hardly a cloud in the sky, and all the tops are looking nice and clear. So. Right, we'll get going to the wall. Right folks, that's us left to Steel now. No messing about, time to just get there. We're going to Mourne Mountain now, and then after that there we'll get to Sleeve Muck. You see everything from up here. There's Berna, Commodore, there's Donard. You can see Dawn, and there's Binion there. And then we're headed following the wall here still. And here we are at the steel at Mourne Mountain. Oh, class. You can see Spelga Dam real nice. There's Full Fanny down there as well. There's just 360 views everywhere, and it's absolutely clear. Do you know what? We don't need a break. Screw it, let's keep going. We're only out an hour so far anyway. Have just a wee tip: if you're coming up here, bring water with you, because
I haven't passed stream or anything yet. No. Normally I don't bring water out with me, but today I did. And I'm glad that I did. Brought 2 litres. Not that there, the well's cracked. You don't hear people talk about Mourne Mountain that much, and I don't know why. It's nice and flat. It looks like there's a couple of good places to pitch the tent. I've been up here one time before, and then I was camped down on Loch Shanna. It could be very tempted to go to Loch Shanna now, because it's really nice weather. But last time I went to Loch Shanna was maybe about 2 months ago. I'm still picking the sand out of my tent, so now to get to sleep, Mark. Hey folks, went the wrong way. I was supposed to follow the wall from Mourne Mountain to down here, and then this brings you to the base of Muck. So there's Muck up there, but because I'm super smart, when I started at the top of Mourne, I followed the wall down this way, and then I've had to cut across the grass, the thick grass. Trusty wall, trusty wall. What the heck? Okay. Oh, thought I was gonna have to jump there and rack my knees. There we go. Oh, up and down, up and down, up and down. Right, here we are, top of Sleeve Muck. That's another one done. Right, very thirsty. It's starting to get a wee bit misty, which is a bit of a bummer. So hopefully that lifts, but it's time to get a drink. I've not touched any of my water yet. I'm very thirsty, and then I'll need to get the tent set up. Time for some juice. I've got 2 litres of water with me, and I'm hoping that's enough. I've got my usual wee sachets. These take half a litre, so I've got a hydration one with me today. Well, I've got a load of them with me, but this one's a hydration. So hopefully it's got like electrolytes and all that there stuff in it. Oh, it's just so wet and cold. They don't taste great, these rehydration ones. They taste a wee bit like the tablets that you get in a tube, but it's cold and it's wet and it's really tasty. That sheep has been staring at me ever since I arrived, and you know what? I've been behind the wall most of the time, and it's still standing there staring over here. Pretty far away, like. Pretty far away. Didn't know sheep had good eyes. Fair play to them, boy, fair play to them. Hey guys, that's the tent setup, just about. After I hit stop recording there from putting it up, probably spent another 20 minutes going around and playing about with it and trying to do as best as I could. It's got very windy. It's all coming from this way. The wall is over here, but it's not doing very much to protect us from the wind. Another thing about up here is the ground is very stony. This is probably the rockiest place that I've camped at so far. If you're coming up here, it would be a good idea to bring a few extra pegs with you. Well, this looks like it's boiling. Tomato soup today for a change. I've put salt and pepper into it, and I've put a couple of crispy onions in it to be fancy, you know. So, yeah, that's that ready. It's definitely better than drinking a coffee or something when I get here. And you know what, it maybe helps me even sleep a wee bit better at night, because drinking coffee at 7 o'clock at night is probably not the best idea. Yeah, I'm just going to sit here for a couple of minutes and wait for this to cool down and then go for a walk. I'm going to throw a hoodie on here as well because it's cold. And yeah, and then I'll go for a wee walk before it starts to get dark. I always like to go for a walk. Right. So there's the Lancing. Love of my life. The best, worst tent in the world. There's the sun. Yeah. So let's get a look at the sleeping setup. I am on, I don't know what other people are like, but I am on my 4th air mattress this year. So I've went really, really paranoid. I bought a new one. This one arrived yesterday. It's 12 centimeters thick, so it should be, very nice. But I've got a foil mat. I've got a foam mat. I've put an inner sleeping bag over my air mattress, and then I have my sleeping bag and I have my normal pillow. I did have an inflatable pillow that I was using, but as with everything inflatable, it bust. Right, it's time to go for a walk. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get the sunset this evening because it's gone very misty. You can still see a lot of things, but to the naked eye, I can see a lot of things. So I'm liking this here. I've never seen one like this before, but I've never been on top of a muck before. So listen guys, I launched my YouTube channel about 3 months ago. I'm just saying that I've got 100 subs. So thank you for subscribing. So big thank you for everyone who subscribed. I'm a wee bit bummed out I can't get this sunset for you, but anyway, we're going for an explore. So I've decided that I'm going to do a wee giveaway. It's not really a giveaway for the subs, but it's a giveaway just sort of as a milestone, as a thanks, you know, and I'm going to make like a wee treasure hunt. So my real name is Johnny, and SSUK is basically an acronym that I've used for a long time as a username, maybe 15 or 20 years. It stands for Silver Stacker UK because it stacks silver and gold bugging. And what I've decided to do is I'm going to take a crispy, shiny silver Britannia, 1 ounce silver Britannia. I'm going to put it somewhere around sleeve muck. Not going to hide it somewhere really hard because I know at the end of the day, not a lot of people are going to see this video, but I'll hide it out of sight, but within reach. My hands are getting cold and obviously all of my stuff is up there, but I wouldn't mind going to sort of like this, sort of like there, that wee edge. Hold on, I'll see if I can get down that far. So, this is as close as I'm going to the edge. Easy coming down, but to go back up that, at least the wind's up my back. It's kind of blowing me up, which is nice. Oh, here, look, there's a wee, look, nighttime. Quite a big puddle. Ah, it's easy coming down, but like I say, I've got the wind at my back. It's nice. It's helping. It's helping. It's helping. This way. This way. Right, that was quite a wee scramble there. You can sort of, I don't know if you can see the wee bed of water, the wee body of water down there or not. That's where we came from. And I still can't see the wall. Bummed out. But that's what it's all about. You have to go for a wee explore to find things. Like I said, I definitely didn't come up the same way that I went down, because the way that I went down, I didn't have to use my hands. But oh, I can see, I can see the top of the stone. We're getting there. So I said that I was going to hide this here. It's a 1 ounce silver Britannia with about 30 quid or something. There's a wee note in the back. It just says that if you find it, come on to my channel, let me know that you found it, because it would be nice to know. So here, I'm going to show you exactly where I'm going to hide it. Right, so what better place than to hide it in the big stone? And I found a spot right here where there's a hole at the bottom. Get the coin in. Yeah. Push her in. And then I'm just going to cover it up with that stone. That's it. Out of sight, but within reach. So, there we go. Thanks for subscribing. If you want it, come and get it. Whenever I hit 500 subs, I'll give away more. I'll give away maybe 3 or 4 ounces. But it's cold. Time for dinner. And I was smart this week. I remembered to bring my gloves. Time to open stay. Here we go. And time to get in the luncheon. I was so close to falling. I forgot about my rope. Dinner time. And on the menu tonight is another ball pot. I've had one of these before. I think I had a rice one before and it was nice. So this one's a Spanish butter bean stew. It looks alright. I'll try it and I'll see if it's filling. I don't know if I would say it's a stew. It's maybe got more of a chunky soup vibe, but it smells pretty good, so I'm sure it's going to taste good. And today's drink is honey melon. This is probably my favourite one, to be honest, of all the ones I've tried. Right, so that's me all nice and cozy. I'm tent now. I've closed it up. Let's give this a try, I guess. You can see it's getting windy. Hot. Tastes good. Tastes like a Heinz chunky soup. Like a Heinz chunky bean soup. Dead on, it'll do, but it's not worth $3.50. It's not worth $3.50.
So I've got to scan my scanner back in to let them know I'm beating my job. So they'll take my trolley, they'll load it up with the others onto a dolly.
And that's where it splits off. That way. That way. It's windy as hell. Oh. Dinner was alright. It looked like soup. I don't think I'll get up to much more tonight. I think the next time you see me, it'll be bedtime. Maybe hot chocolate. Oh. So dinner didn't really fill me up a whole bunch. So I think I'm gonna get hot chocolate here. And I've got some chocolate and nuts that I'm sure will fill me up nicely. I've brought up, I think, just the right amount of water. I've got just enough now for a cup of coffee in the morning. So I'll get that cooled down, then I think that's it. One near enough call tonight. It would be rude to have squishies and that sort of. I mean, they're practically marshmallows. They're practically marshmallows. Right, guys, that's me. Bedtime. It's about 11:05, and there's nothing to do. So there's not. So I might as well try and go to sleep and wake up early. I went outside there for a wee walk, for a pedal, to be honest, and the moon's looking real nice tonight. It's a full moon. It's very, very orange. Looks very cool. But yeah, it's been an okay camp. You know, it's pretty windy here. I was walking up there along the wall, and anywhere you go up, even close to the wall, is very windy. So I was going to get hit sort of anywhere that I camped. But it's warm enough, and I'm not complaining. The new mattress is dead on. It's very thick. I'm just hoping it doesn't bust. You know, I seem to only get like 2 or 3 camps out of a mattress, and then busts. But I don't know. It is what it is. So we'll call it a night, and I'll see you in the morning. Morning, guys. It's about I haven't got my watch on again. It's coming up near 7 o'clock. My alarm went off there at 6:30 in the morning, and I got up because, well, the only reason that anybody who camps gets up, and it's because I had to go to the toilet. So the sun is coming up. You can see it there behind Binion. I've put the GoPro on the big stone to hopefully catch the sunrise. So I came out and just out of curiosity I checked this hole and it was empty. And I was like, no way, I couldn't believe it. I seen it and I was like, where's the stone? Where's the coin? And I ran around here for about 5 minutes looking on the ground thinking that some animal had got it, and I thought to myself, there's no way an animal could get that there, because it's only a wee tiny hole, maybe an inch and a half wide, and I put a stone in front of it. I thought, what the hell? I just started to get really paranoid. And then so I ran over to the tent to get my phone so I could record the incident, you know. And I was walking around and turns out I didn't put it in this hole like I thought, but I had put it in this hole here with a rock in it, and you can see the coin behind it. I would have bet 100 quid that I'd put it in that hole over there. I had not thought that I'd put it in this one on this side. And telling you, I was starting to stress. I was thinking to myself, what am I going to do? What is that? There's just someone followed me up here, and like, how would somebody know that I put that in there? Anyway, I found it. Panic averted. Time to get a coffee. Breakfast time. It's not very often that I'll do any cooking outside, but it's not windy, the weather's nice, and you know, I'd rather look over at that there than sit in the tent and face that there. Woo. Get the eggs on the go. Wee coffee pot. Oh, good stuff. There you go. Breakfast of champions. Coffee and scrambled eggs. You can't beat it. Beside a dirty old tea bag on the steel. Right, that's where we were camping last night. As always, no trace. There's the backpack all packed up on my rubbish bag. And I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go one last time over to the stone here and I'll show you where this silver is. So you just come to the stone in the middle of muck, and then you look down. I've even forgot what hole it was myself. Tell you what, there's a hole at all of the base, at the base. There's 4 holes, so just look around them all. So if you want it, come and get it. We'll give away more at 500 subs. Give away 3 or 4 ounces, or we might even hide them around the place. But time to get going home. Goodbye, sleeve muck. Yogurt. Right, time to go again. Right, so we're off again. That's the 3rd time I left the steel, because obviously I had to walk away from it once to record myself. I had to go back to the steel to get my camera, and then I had to go back again to get my yogurt that I forgot. But we're on the road back home now. Hey guys, I've had a severe lapse of judgment, and what I've done is I followed the wrong wall. I don't know how I do this, but I do this every trip. I always get something wrong. Like I say, I followed the wall here, and we're basically walking back to Cairn. So yeah, I'm a wee bit annoyed because I was looking to walk up the road because it's faster, but at the same time I wasn't really looking forward to walking a mile up a road. So I'll see you at the top of Cairn, I guess. Whew. That's us back on top of Cairn. It's not really sunny today, but it's very, very warm. Very warm. I'm roasting. I need to get a wee drink here. I'm a bit bummed out that I've went the wrong way again, but time for a drink. This is very, very warm, but look at we're almost back to the saddle at the wall over here. So guess it's time to get going again. You know, these sheep aren't moving at all. What's going on here? Oh, there you go. Morning, guys. How's it going? Good sleep? Yeah? Did you get your coffee? Yeah, getting some grass? Oh, you're not running away. You know what? You're alright. Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry, mate. I didn't mean to scare you with my poles. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. Right, that's us back to the still. Up there is Millbeg. Looks like someone's up there. I've seen them on the way. And then this way is Mourne Mountain. And we're not stopping, we're just going to keep going. So, and then you can sort of make I can see the car park from here. I don't know if you can or not. But we need to walk down this real rocky path. Where are you going? Here, flip me. I didn't know sheep could jump. Nice one, boy, nice one. Right, here we are, back to still. Right guys, that's us, another adventure over. So coming the wrong way home didn't turn out too bad. It's mostly downhill, so it was a nice easy walk, but the sun's out, it's very, very warm. I've got sweat dripping off my forehead here. But listen, as always, if you've got this far, thanks very much for watching. Hit the like button. Thank you so much for the 100 subscribers, and I'll be keeping an eye on the comments because I'm hoping that someone is going to go. Hello, welcome to the video. This week, we're not going for a big long walk. I think we're going to do a review on a OEX Jackal 2 tent. We're starting at Carrickland Car Park, and we're going to camp either at Anlong Woods, Anlong Valley, or Blue Lock. It would be real nice to go up to one of the summits, but for the last 2 weeks we've already camped on summits, and I know 100% if I go up there, I'll get the head blown at me. So let's go and see where we end up. You can see that it's quite a cloudy day, but all of the tops are crystal clear. If you're coming here, this is the road we're going on. If you're looking to go up the Binion, you can follow this path here. If you're having problems finding it, there's a wee stream here. Right, that's us walking up past Anlong Woods now. I'd noticed I had a wee spy in there. Somebody has been cleaning up. There used to be a bunch of like old tarps and tents and broken chairs and stuff. And they're all gone, so that's really, really good to see that somebody's been cleaning it up. You know what, I haven't seen a single person from I got here. Let's go to Blue Lock. Michael, how's it going? You alright? Right, we've arrived at the camp here at Blue Lock, but sadly it's been raining the last couple of days, and this is pretty much where that water is exactly where I've looking to camp. Someone's been here recently because they've left a couple of bottles of Coke Zero. I don't drink Coke Zero because it tastes like piss, but looks like we're headed back down along woods. Damn! I was really looking forward to sleeping here tonight because I've never been here before. Yeah, and I know you're looking at this big patch in front of me now, but I don't want to be sleeping at a 45-degree angle. Well, that's a bummer. I'm a wee bit annoyed because I was really looking forward to staying here. I'm more annoyed because then I need to walk back. What makes it even worse is I need to walk back up that crappy stone path where you slip and fall all over the place. But we'll get there. And there we go. Goodbye, Blue Lock. We'll come back for another time. I actually have an idea for a video to go there, like a RC boat. Haha! But listen, I'm not going to waste any time. Starting to rain, starting to spit a wee bit, so that's us arrived in Annalong Woods. So you can see here we're literally just right beside the path. There's a wee thing there that you jump over, and I've been walking around here for maybe 10 minutes, just trying to scope a good place. And the first place that I seen was actually the best. So I mean, we can see that we've got a seat there, got a huge fire that I'm never going to use. And like I said, I've been down there and about looking for sort of like a flat spot. And right here, right there, that's we're going to pitch the tent. So let's get that done and then get something to drink. Right, so before we get setting up, the OEX Jackal 2 comes in 2 bags. One for the outer, and one for the inner. The inner bag will have the poles and the pegs in it too, which is a wee bit weird because you put your outer up first. But anyway, it's an outer up first, which means if it's raining or you're just needing some shelter really quick, you can bang this up in about 5 or 10 minutes, and then put your inner up on the inside and keep it nice and dry. So the first thing I do is I put the 2 pegs in the back, and then I start to put together the poles. So there are 2 poles that come with it. They're different lengths. The bigger one goes on to the front, but they're color coded, so you'll not get them mixed up. You're putting the tent up. Now these poles, when you're putting them onto the fly sheet, it can be tight. I've heard this a lot of times before, and they are tight, but listen, when you get them in, there's no way they're coming out. So as you can see, this has got a silver and this has got an orange tip. This is the shorter one, so this one goes on the back. This is the longer one, this one goes on the front. Let's get the poles in. You do feel like you're going to break the poles, but they won't break. Well, mine haven't broke yet. You can see it's pretty windy, and I had a wee bit of trouble there. Let's get the rest of this pegged out and then get the inner in. The one thing about the outside is the tent has these clips here that'll clip onto your pole. There's one on each side, on the front and the back, so there's 4 clips all together. Right, so that's the outer fully pitched now. You can see I've put my front door right in front of a stub, but there's a lot of pegs on the tent. There's 2 more in the middle here. There's 3 on the back, 1 at each end, 1 in the middle. There's 3 guide ropes at the back. There's 1 in the middle, 2 at the sides. I'm not going to bother putting those out because it's quite sheltered in here. Same on the front. There's 4. There's 2 comes out. Then these come out for the wee flap, your rain flap. But these are the only ones I'm pegging out. So time to get the inner put up. Okay, so I have the inner. I have it laid out inside the tent here, and it's very easy to put together. You can see there's a clip here, there's a clip here, there's 2 more clips on the end that just go on, and then the rest is these hooks, and they'll just basically hook onto this. There's quite a couple of them. The other ones are here. So let's get these all hooked up and then see what it looks like when we're done. Okay, that's what it looks like with the back hooks up. Let's get the front ones up and then get a look. You get the idea of what to do anyway, don't you? I mean, you hook it on, and there we go. Fully set up. And then, big ass tent. And they always say that you leave the best for last. The best thing about this tent is it has a built-in ground sheet for a porch. It's 1 meter by 1 meter, which is massive. Absolutely massive. Right, so that's us on the inside now. First off, we'll take a look at the door. It has sort of like a dual door, where one is a mesh. Obviously you can't see that, but there's a mesh. Well, you can see me punching the tent. So there's a mesh there, and we'll just zip that back up. That's for if it's a warm evening and you're looking to keep the midges out, but you're looking at a nice airflow. And then you have the main one that'll open up. Then you can roll your door up, and there's a wee pocket here that you can sort of throw it in. I don't normally come into my tent with my shoes on, but I know that I need to go out and get water. So while we're on the inside, there's two large pockets. You can see they're pretty big. So there's two of these on each side, two over here, and then you can see here they've got a hook for a light, and up here we've got another hook for a light. So I don't know if you can notice, but the tent is fully mashed out. So it's a 4-season tent. So it's a pretty big tent on the inside. You can see, like, I'm about 6'1", and it's sort of just touching my head. I don't have any problem getting changed in this tent, but I think it's just because it's really, really wide. Right, so it's time to go and get some water because I don't have a single drop. Right, there we go folks, there's some hot water on. I fell in the river a wee bit and had to change my socks over. Fell in past my boots. So anyway, back to the tent. The negative things about this tent are it weighs 2.9 kilos, 3 kilos if it's wet. It's a big tent, big tent, big pack size. Other disadvantages would be, I don't like the way that they put them in the bags. I don't like that they keep the poles and the pegs with the inner, because surely you're putting the outer first. But that's maybe just a nitpicky. The only other thing that I don't really like about this tent is it has flaps here right at the door, and they're connected with Velcro, and the Velcro over time has sort of lost a wee bit of its strength. But that's the only bad things that I can really think of this tent. One of the good things about this tent is when it's raining outside, yeah, you can fold down the front door and you can have this space, and then you have this rain flap here to keep the rain off. This lets all the fumes out. That's why there's Velcro up here at the top. Another good thing is it's not an expensive tent. This tent retails for maybe 150 or something, but if you wait for like an Amazon Black Friday sale, you maybe get it for 120 quid. It's the perfect tent for a first timer. And I know that it's a perfect tent for a first timer because this is my first tent. I bought this here in March. If all you guys out there watching this thinking I've been doing this for years, I haven't. I've been doing this here from March. So I have, and like I said, this was the first tent that I got. Got it for I think 120, 130. And I went and camped at some campsite. It was freezing cold. It was raining. It was just pure crap weather. And the tent did perfect. The tent did absolutely perfect. Lovely warm. This porch area in the winter time is a godsend. I'm going to use this tent so much in the winter time because, like I say, I can keep everything nice and dry here. I can keep my boots off to the edge, and you know, it's a really good tent. So if you're looking to know the specifications of the tent, the complete dimensions of it,
I kind of know them in my head, but you know, I know that I'll say them wrong, so I'll put them up on the screen here and you can check it out yourself. That's it. The water's getting there, we're almost boiled. I think when we get this made up, I'll need to go out and look for some wood. It's coming up about 7 at the minute. It's getting dark at around 7:30, or sunsets at 7:30. So I'm gonna run out, look for some wood, make a wee fire. There's a big fire pit there, why not? And then after that there, I guess I'll come in and make my bed and stuff. I have my sleeping bag and stuff out, but I've not bothered setting up my air bed because I can do that when it's dark. When I was unpacking, I've just seen that I forgot my frying pan, I forgot my roll-up mat, and I forgot my fire log. Happy days, there we go. Some lovely warm soup to warm my hands up. I boiled up some extra water because I brought something with me. There we go. It's coming into the cold weather. I have tons of these here sitting underneath the kitchen sink. These are old ones. And get that filled up. Squeeze out the extra air. Water bottles of the dog's balls. These are going to be very, very handy for me at winter time. And if you go out camping, you should get yourself one of these here. All I'm going to do with this now is I'm just going to put this into my sleeping bag just to get it warmed up. Right, that's that done. It'll be time now to get my shoes on, my wet shoes, my wet one shoe, and go out and look for some firewood.
It's getting dark. It's getting dark really fast. So not a bad setup. I mean, look at that there. We've a nice bench, big fire. Don't know why this keeps auto-focusing. And then I've all my wood sort of set out in piles. So I've wee tiny kindling to get started. Medium size, bigger size, and then 2 massive ones there. And then I put some tree bark as well on the bottom, sort of just to get her started. Yeah, I'll get that started up with a solid fuel block. I could start it just like a normal fire, but throwing on an alcohol block is just dead easy. You see, it's getting dark, so I'm going to climb back in the tent here. I'm going to finish off my soup, get a wee bit of heat into me, and then I guess I'll see you for dinner time. There we go, now I'm fancy for dinner today. Like I say, I knew it was coming out, but I didn't buy anything because I'd bought some army rations online and haven't arrived yet. So I've just got a rice and curry pot, just like a pot noodle thing. And then I brought a Scotch egg with me as well. I seen those in the fridge and I had to steal one. So a Scotch egg, if you don't know what it is, basically a boiled egg wrapped up in sausage meat and covered in breadcrumbs and deep fried. They're pretty good. And today's juice is apple. I've smelt it. And it smells exactly like Snapple. I've never had the apple one before, so if it tastes like Snapple, there could be a contender for my new favourite. Let's find out. Ooh, that tastes exactly like Snapple. That's very good. There's bits of actual chicken in it. That's definitely better than a pot noodle. Well, it is. Right, so coming up near 9 o'clock, get this in me, get this Scotch egg in me, and then I'll go out and check to see what the weather's like. I know it's not raining, it's very windy, so I'll see whether it's worth lighting the fire or not. Just sitting here watching Happy Gilmore. Seen it last night and thought I had to download that there because I haven't seen it in years. Decided it was worth coming out for a fire. The wee alcohol block went out a few times, but hopefully we're alright now. There we go. Take a seat. Oh, I don't mind if I do, thank you. So I basically threw all the wood on in one go because I don't need it staying lit for hours. I only need it for an hour. So here I've brought this titanium pot with me for a reason. Come on, I'll show you what that's for. We all have these pots, but I never ever see anybody using them to make popcorn. And fresh popcorn's really good. Let's just sit here and listen to the pops. Hopefully it's not burning. Because if you do use these pots, you'll know the thing's burning them very quickly because they're very thin. You know what? I think we're done. Big whack of melted butter and loads of salt. Oh yes. Lovely fresh. Oh, it's nice and warm as well. Right. Right, let's taste this. Let's taste it. Let's taste it. It should be. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Alright. What else have we got? Oh yes. Not a bad old snack. Pity it wasn't warmer. Fire's looking nice. Oh, there's heat off it. Oh, it's good. It's good. Oh, it's fine. No! My popcorn fail. Unbelievable. Oh man, there's a wee bit at the bottom. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. That's a bummer. I've still got a wee bit at the bottom. It's nice though. There's some heat coming off the fire as well. I was worried about coming out here with no gloves on, but this is nice. Probably sit here for 20 minutes and then go in, back in the tent. It's pitch black here. I cannot see a thing. The trees just cover absolutely everything. It's a wee bit surreal. Oh, by the way, last week I was talking about thanks very much for 100 subscribers. Just when I left the house, I got 148, 149, so it grew by like 50 subscribers in a week. Crazy. So big shout out, thanks for everyone who subscribed. Madness. Ah, drop some. Coming up near 9:45. I sit here for 15-20 minutes till start getting cold and then head back into the tent, watch some Netflix. Whoever said the camping was relaxing? I've just dropped all my popcorn outside, and when I've came in to take my shoes off, my leg rubbed off this thing here and popped it, and now my airbed is half empty. It's not easy. Still worth it though. Oh, hot chocolate, and I didn't eat my whole nut yet. I didn't wash this cup out either, so it's still covered in like butter and sugar. Hopefully it should taste good. And then I've boiled extra water to top up this bad boy here. Hey folks, that's it. All wrapped up in bed, nice and warm. The hot chocolate just tastes the same. It doesn't taste any different with the sugar and butter in it. So the camp so far has turned out to be pretty good. We got a fire going. Wasn't expecting that there. Wee bit annoyed that I couldn't get the blue lock, but we can do it another day. One thing that I will say is these water bottles are a game changer. These will be what get me through winter camping. So we'll wrap it up there, and I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Morning guys, that's me awake now. It's coming up about 8:45. I've overslept because well, I didn't get to sleep last night till about 3:30 in the morning. Kept slipping off my bed. So I think I've set the tent up on a bit of a slant, but it's very hard to get a perfectly even pitch anywhere I camp. It's never perfect. So I think it'll be time to get some coffee.
get a wee bit of breakfast, and then get pack up and get going. We're gonna have some coffee pancakes. I've got butter and honey. Ideally, if I had my frying pan, I would have melted this all down, and I would have heated up the pancakes too, but unfortunately I forgot my frying pan. But I'm sure this will still be nice. Oh, it's nice to sit down. Unbelievable. What a view. I think I've just found a new seat. Check us out for a view. I've just finished my pancakes. I've went for a wee walk there with my coffee and found a class wee corner in the forest or the wood. The sun's coming out. I'm gonna sit here for about 10 minutes and then start building up the power to start packing up the tent. The dreaded tent pack up. Dun, dun, dun. Right, that's the coffee in me, pancakes in me. I've walked about enough now, I've woke up. Time to start packing up my stuff and then start packing up the tent and back to the car park. Oh, look at the mess in there. Oh man. I wish I could just... Right, that's everything packed up in the tent. Just gotta pack the tent away now. Right, that's where we were last night. Leave no trace as always. There's the fire that we had last night. There's a couple of bits of popcorn left, but no trace as always. Right, time to leave the forest. That was a good camp. Here we go. Oh! Right, we're on the path again. There we are, we just camped in there and we're headed down this way now. What is the point of that there? What is the point of bringing your dog for a walk, picking up the shit and then dropping the bag? I mean, would it not just make more sense to let the dog shit on the ground like? Baffling. Right, so we're just headed down the path now back toward the Carrick Little Car Park. There's not a lot to show you. You've seen me walk up and down this road 10 times already, so I'll tell you what. We'll just sign out and call it quits now. And as always, if you got this far, thanks very much for watching. We'll be back next week for another adventure.
Hello, welcome to the video. Thanks for clicking on. Today, once again, we're back out in the Mournes, starting at Ott Car Park. I'm not going for a long walk today. I'm just going to go down to Lake Shannon, or Lake Shanna, did you call it? And in today's video, I'm going to break down my rucksack and I'm going to show you exactly what I bring with me when I'm going wild camping. So, let's get going up toward the wall here. We're getting there. Oh, look at the muck. Oh. Oh yes, there's the camping spot down there, if you can see it. Oh yes. Right guys, that's us arrived at camp now. We're at Lake Shannon, or Shanna, or however you pronounce it. It's nice and calm, not too much wind. The last time we were here, the weather was absolutely terrible. I'll show that to you here now. But today is a lot better, and that's why I decided to come here today. So, let's get on with this here. So, I break my rucksack down into 5 different categories. I do it, for me, in order of importance. For you, this might be different, and other people might do it different ways, but I split mine down into 5 categories. The first one is your shelter and sleeping setup. Number 2 is your cookware and food. Number 3 is your clothes. Number 4 is your essentials. And number 5 is extras. So, let's get the tent put up first and sort out shelter and the sleeping system, because it's coming up 5 o'clock. It's going to start getting dark in about 2 hours. And I'd like to get the tent up and go for a wee explore before I get my dinner. So, tent, let's get going. There we are guys, that's the tent setup. This is a Lanchan 1. It's a tracking pole tent. So you'll need a tracking pole or a stick that's about 1.2 meters long to set this up. I like this tent because it's very light. It weighs only 1 kilo. It's a double skin tent, meaning that it's got a separate outer and inner. For a one-man tent, it's fairly big. You'll see in a second after I get my sleeping setup put in. And it's pretty comfy actually when I'm sleeping in it too. Now, it can be a bit of a pain in the ass to put up sometime, but today we're on nice level ground. And to be honest, apart from putting this out in my back garden, this was probably the easiest setup that I've ever had for this here. This literally only took me 5 minutes, which is about 4 times faster than normal. So, that's the tent setup. That's half of our number 1. Next thing to do is to set up the sleeping system. It's winter time. I like to keep my ass warm, so I use a 6-piece system. The first piece is a foil mat. You can get these here off Amazon for 5-10 quid. They weigh nothing, and they're really, really good at putting a layer between you and the ground, because the ground will just suck the heat out of you. The next thing that I put in is a roll-up foam. I use this here for 2 reasons. The first reason is to add an extra layer between the ground and my air mattress, because I'm really good at busting air mattresses. So if there's any sort of like twigs or stones or pine cones or something that I've missed out from setting the tent up, this will protect my air mattress from that there. Plus it's a wee bit more comfortable as well. The next thing I'll have is the air mattress. This is a big air mattress. Any air mattress I've had before has been about half of this size. This thing weighs about 1 kilo, but it's 14 centimeters thick, and it's like sleeping on a cloud. So, you know, this is what I use. This isn't an expensive one. It was 27 or 28 pound on Amazon. I would like to spend 100, 150 quid to get a thermostat, but I can't spend that amount of money, and then if the thing busts on me after like 2 wild camps, I'll just lose my mind. So the next thing that I do is I have an inside, and it's called an inner sleeping bag. Now, these are made for basically putting inside your sleeping bag in the winter for an extra layer. They're about the thickness of a bed sheet, so, you know, on their own, this ain't going to do nothing for you. What I use this for is I put this over my air mattress, and I use it as a bed sheet, because again, it adds an extra layer between the bed sheet and the ground, and it stops me slipping about as well. Next thing is your sleeping bag. So I rock with a 3-season sleeping bag. We're coming into the winter, and I will need to upgrade this here to a 4-season, but I've had this here for 7 months, ever since I started wild camping, ever since I started camping, and I have not been cold one night. So sleeping bag's important. Then next, you have your pillow. Lots of people will use inflatable pillows, and I just have a problem with inflatable things where they'll always bust. And to be honest with you, they're not really that comfortable. So I got this here off AliExpress for like 3 or 4 quid or something. And again, I've had this here from I've started camping, and it's, you know, it's part of my camp now. So, you know, I feel weird going out without this here. Now, when you're blowing up your air mattress, you don't want to be blowing it up by mouth, because it'll take you forever. There's 2 ways you can blow up your air mattress. What you can do is you can get a bag like this here. You can see it's got the connection, so that'll connect onto your air mattress. And then simply all you do is open the bag, let it fill with air, and roll it down. That'll push the air in. You can use one of these here. You set it on, leave it there, and that'll blow your tent up for you as well. And this one here is actually a light as well. So, you know, again, another AliExpress thing. It was £7 or £8 or something. I mean, you have to wait a month for it to come, but for £7 or £8, it was an impulse buy, and seems to work fine. So it does nothing in my kit is really expensive stuff, because camping for me is still a new hobby, and we all know that you can go out and you can spend hundreds or even thousands of pounds on a new hobby, and then in 6 months it's just sitting in the cupboard not doing nothing. So when I started camping or started thinking about camping, I went out and bought all sort of budget stuff, and the plan for me is to replace it with better stuff as it needs replaced. So that's my sleeping setup. I'm going to show it to you here now, all set up. That's our 6-piece sleeping system. Foil sheet, foam mat, air mattress, sleeping bag inner, sleeping bag, pillow. Great stuff. Let's move on to number 2, which is cookware and food. So I have different kits, but this is the one that I use the most. You get these on Amazon for £25. You'll maybe get 800ml, 400ml, and you'll get the wee stove included with it. And then as a backup stove, I carry one of these here. It's a solid fuel alcohol stove, and these only cost a couple of £1, but this has saved me once or twice. Let's have a look at our food. Right, so you might laugh at me, but this is what I put my food in, because it's a hard case. On the menu tonight for dinner, Dalmio Pronto pasta with carbonara sauce, and then we'll throw in like a portion of turkey. For snacks later on, I have some chocolate, chicken bites and nuts, and for drinks I have some powders, and then I have these are for hot drinks. So the bottom one is coffee, then the next is hot chocolate, then the top one is chicken soup, and that's the one that we're having now. Chicken soup, tomato soup. I don't know why I keep saying chicken soup when it's tomato. I haven't even brought chicken soup out with me in maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Right, let's get this bad boy. Right, what was number 3? It's going to take a couple of minutes for this to cool down. Number 3 is clothes. I always put these into a dry bag just to keep them dry. I don't bring a lot of clothes out with me, to be honest. I have 2 pairs of socks, I have a pair of underwear, I have a long sleeve t-shirt, and I have a hoodie. And then I think I have a pair of gloves in here as well because it's cold. And that's all I'll bring with me, because I'm only out for one night. And to be honest with you, if I bring more out with me, don't use it. So I don't. So clothes is number 3 for me. Right, so that's the first 3 parts of my 5-part setup done. The next is essentials. Part of my essentials kit is a first aid kit. Scissors, bandages, plasters, everything you need. Never had to use it, thank God. Number 2 is a water filter. You can get a life straw if you want to put your head down to the water, but if you don't, you can get one of these bottles. This is a pure clear bottle. It's 30 quid, £15 for the refills, which I think is really, really good. The bottle holds 500 mils. You can see it on the back. And you know, for 30 quid, this is excellent value for money, because if you drink this water and you get a bad stomach and you need to take a day, 2 days, 3 days off work, it's going to cost you a lot more than 30 quid. The next thing is toiletries. So toothbrush, toothpaste, floss picks. I have wet wipes, and I have tissues for this. I need the number 2. Next up in your essentials kit is your waterproofs. Definitely need these here. Definitely need these here. Don't skimp on these and get cheap ones. You want ones that are at least 5,000 hydrostatic head. Next up is your head torch. Now I bring a head torch and a lamp with me, but if I could only pick one, I would pick the head torch, because it's got more uses. The lamp can only really be used in the tent, whereas this here can be used inside and outside.
And the last two things in my essentials kit are a lighter, an electric lighter, because you don't need gas in it for it to work. If you're trying to light your gas stove, you only need to spark off that there. And last but not least, extra string, because you never know what you need string for. Maybe one of your guy ropes breaks, you can use this here. Maybe one of your shoelaces breaks, you don't want a shoelace breaking on you. You've got this here, and obviously it can be used for 100 different things. Just adding this bit in now. Plastic bag. You need a plastic bag to bring your rubbish home. Very important, very important. Forgot it. So that is the essentials that I bring with me. And the very last pack that I bring with me is extras. So because it's a wee bit colder, I've got a hot water bottle out with me this evening. I bring some silver tape out just in case something gets ripped. A micro towel, very, very handy. Cables, power bank, vape juice, dishcloth, all extra things. Then I bring out a wee knife that I've never used, but I'm sure will come in handy sometime. 2-litre water bag. That'll come in handy for when you're filling up off the lock. And a shovel for pooping that I've never used, but I always bring out with me because leave no trace and all that there. There you have it, folks. That's exactly what I bring out with me every time I go out wild camping. Broke down into 5 simple sections. Time's coming up 6:30. It's going to start getting dark in around 45 minutes. There's like a wee house over this way. I want to go over and check that out before it gets dark. There we are, folks. We made it round to this wee building. That the last time we walked up past here, there was a fully loaded rucksack, which I thought was very strange. But we ended up actually bumping into the guy who owned the rucksack, a guy called David, if I remember right. And we walked home together from here back to Millmore Lodge, which is quite a hike, but he's a real nice guy. So, do you know what? I'm in 2 minds to go on up to the beach or go back to the tent. I'm not 100% sure yet. Like, the tent is pretty far away, if you can sort of see it there. So I decided to come down onto the beach because why not? You know, I don't know when I'm going to be down here next. I might as well make the most of it while I'm here. I love this time of day. This is like a twilight hour. This is my favourite time of the day to be outside. Oh, that there views. Absolutely amazing. I think that we might have stayed on the wrong side of the loch, but I don't want to get my tent off full of sand. Oh, there she is. There's my rock. This is the whole reason I came around here. If you have been watching my videos for a while, you'll know this spot. This is my favourite seat in the Mournes. The best seat in the Mournes. So 5 minutes here, and then I'll start walking back to camp. People could be down there robbing my tent right now, and I couldn't do a thing about it. Right, about time to get back to camp. It's starting to get dark. I don't have a head torch around with me, so I need to get my ass into gear. Right, here we are back to camp. It's got fairly dark, as you can see. Should have really had my head torch with me there. There was a couple of parts where I was walking through marshy lands and it was like playing minefields, so it was. So I think it would be time to get some food. The time is about 7:30. Focus, 7:30. Time to get some dinner, I think. I would say that is dinner now sorted. Turkey carbonara, and I have a blackcurrant juice. The blackcurrant juice is nice. This is very good. The last time I got one of these, I think it was like spicy tomato sauce. And this carbonara one's just as good. So I'll definitely be getting those again because they're very, very handy. Still waiting on my army rations that I ordered like 2 weeks ago. But you know what? This is pretty good. I didn't know, but there's actually bits of bacon in the sauce. So it's bacon and turkey. Right folks, so that's dinner gone. It went fast. It was really, really good. Really filling. I'll definitely be getting that again. So I'll just, because it's so handy as well. So I took a wee dander around the outside of the tent and all of the wind has disappeared. The temperature is perfect. I'm only wearing a hoodie and a t-shirt and I'm not cold at all. So I'm just going to chill around the tent for the next hour or so. I wish that I brought a fire log with me, but sure, how can you know these things? The forecast said that the wind was going to be around 15 miles an hour with gusts of around 20 miles. So when I was at home, I sort of thought, don't need a fire log. I don't think I'll be doing that much between now and going to bed. So I'll check in with you in about an hour when I'm getting the hot chocolate.
Well, I fell asleep. It's near 2 in the morning now. I got my hot water bottle and started watching some Netflix and I just fell asleep and now I need to pee. I don't know. I really don't want to have to get out of the tent.
Hey folks, that's me back into the tent again. I've pretty much woke up because I stood outside there for about 5 minutes staring up into the sky. Stars tonight look absolutely amazing. You can see tens and tens of thousands of stars, but the clouds rolled over and covered them all up, so I guess I'll try and get back to sleep again. Morning folks, the time's just gone about 9:10. I've already been up for about an hour and a half. I've had my coffee and I've been outside for a wee dander. It was cold outside, so when I came in to make my coffee, I heated up my hot water bottle, got back into my sleeping bag, and I've been sitting in here for about an hour trying to build up the strength to start breaking down the camp, getting everything back into my rucksack, and then I'll need to take my tent down. So gonna get on the ball now, get that started. I'll see you whenever we're breaking the tent down, I guess. Right, that's all my stuff packed up into the backpack. Now I just need to break down the tent and then I can get going. The sun is trying to come out. It's not that cold, but it's very windy and the wind is making it cold. I put on my waterproof jacket here. It's not raining, but it's sort of like a wind blocker sort of thing. It's helping a lot. Time to start breaking down this tent. That's where the tent was. No trace as always. Backpack, rubbish bag. And then I think we're headed up. Oh, here. I've just remembered. Where is it? Aha! Right, almost no trace. Oh, I forgot all about that. Oh, my iced tea. Brilliant. I can drink that on the way home. So, you say we're headed to up here. Right, decided to take a bit of a detour. I'm gonna go to Dawn because I've never been on top of it before, and I know that I'll probably never go on top of it because it's very rocky and you can't wild camp on top of it. So while I'm here at Lake Shannon, might as well YOLO and go for it, and then I can mark another one off the list. Now we're about halfway now. Almost there. I've just this last bit to go here. Ah, rubbish. Ah, okay, here we go. Right, found a wee sheltered bit here. I've choking for this iced tea the whole way up that hill. I thought, nah, I'll wait. So I'm not going to be hanging about here. Just going to start heading back to the car park after I get this here down me. Should be all downhill, so
Should be a nice easy walk. I don't know why I do this here. I should have just went back to the car park, but sort of think to myself, YOLO. I'm not going to be back up around this area, so you might as well make the most of it while you're here. It's only added like an extra hour on my journey, so why not? As always, leave no trace. Oh my god. This is why I'm so dumb. Right, let's go. Right, time to get back home. So, when we arrived yesterday, we stayed here at this wee green patch and came up there. So right there where my finger is, that's where the wall is, where we crossed over. That's where we're headed back now. But this time, we're going to take a detour and go this way. Take a wee bit longer, but like I said, it's all downhill and it's nice and easy. So I'll see you up at the wall here, I guess. It's really, really hard getting off that there. I don't know, is there a safe way up and down? I had to like sort of climb up boulders on the way up and boulders on the way down. So anyway, goodbye Dawn, you big rocky b****. Right, up and over the wall, back to the car park. It's going to take about 15 minutes. So here, listen guys, hope you enjoyed this video. It turned out to be a really good camp. Last time we were in Lake Shannon, it was tough weather, but we got right lucky this time. Hope you enjoyed the video and seeing what I bring out with me on a wild camp. So listen, as always, thanks very much for watching. If you like this sort of content, hit the subscribe button and we'll be back next week out for another adventure. Hello, thank you for clicking on the video, and in today's video we do every camping video. So let's start with the intro. We're going to go for a nice long walk up this way today. Just boy, do we have an adventure for you today. Just, you know, something completely different, completely mind-blowing, and the weather today is absolutely amazing. And one thing that I've done is I've brought out some new piece of equipment to try out. You see the place where we're going to camp tonight. It's a bit of a secret location, but it's just amazing. You can see the tops of I can't believe it myself, but the last time we were up there was helicopters all over the place and they just shot everything. So right, let's get going. Hello. Oh, whatever, bro. Alright guys, so I've got a wee bit lost. I took a wrong turn and I've ended up in this forest, and I shouldn't even really be anywhere near a forest, but you know, I need to get to my location before it starts getting dark, because you know, time's running out. What a dilemma. Damn, what a dilemma. Right, I guess that I'll just need to keep going and hopefully I'll find camp in time. Oh, what a dilemma.
shit. Right guys, we've arrived at camp. It's a bit of a secret location, but you've just watched all my B-roll, so if you know sort of the area I'm in, you'll know exactly where I am, but shh, it's a secret location. Time to set up the tent. There we are, that's the tent set up. All the sleeping set up as well. Normally people talk about their tent during this stage of the video. I'm just going to say that my tent is green, the outside keeps it dry, the inside part is white, that's where you sleep, and this tent has got red pegs. So as you can see, it's quite a unique tent. There's not another one like it on the planet. Right, so now we're all set up. Time to get something to drink and relax. Lovely and relaxing. Just got my hot tea here. Absolutely amazing views. I'll show you here. Dinner time. We all know that this is an important part of camp. We all eat just kind of crap junk food, but we make it out to be brilliant. Today on the menu for me is an army ration, beef burrito style filling with rice. And today we're not going to heat it up with gas, we're going to heat it up a new way, and that brings us on to this video's sponsor. Happy Helper Camper Heater Bag, invented by NASA and used by the army to heat up army meals in less than 12 minutes. Simply tear open the bag, put your army ration inside the bag, add 60 milliliters of cold water, seal the bag, leave the bag for 12 minutes, and then you'll have a really hot, tasty meal guaranteed. Wow, so hot and so convenient. Use my special promo code SSUK to get 3 for the price of 10. Available on Amazon and anywhere that they have 5G. Right, that's me in bed now. Had my dinner, it was absolutely delicious, but that was a couple of hours ago. I've just been chilling out. This is the part of the video whenever I say that it's time to go to sleep, and I'll see you in the morning, assuming nothing wakes me up. I just woke up and there's some noise outside. It sounds like... What could that be? It could be a Bigfoot. I don't know if Bigfoot speaks English. Hello? Identify yourself. Right folks, that's me awake now. It's pretty early. Fake yawn. What time is it? I've definitely slept in. Right, time for coffee.
That's the coffee finished. As you can see, it's an absolutely stunning morning. And when I woke up, whatever that thing was that came last night, it's left a pile of stones there and an axe made with bones. So I'm gonna guess that this is some sort of warning. Yeah, we'll need to take that as some sort of warning. Let's get the tent packed up and get the hell out of here. Such a dilemma. Right guys, so this is the part of the video where we pack up the tent. There's two ways you can do it. You can do it manually, or you can use the magic of editing software to make it go. Job done. This part of the video, you say, this is where we were camping last night. There's my rucksack, I've got my rubbish. And as always, leave no... Goodbye, secret camp location. Goodbye, Michelangelo. Then you do a wee bit of POV to show yourself walking out of the camp. How did the fish get in there? This is Binion's tunnel. Very, very weird. Decided I'm gonna take a detour. The sun's out. I'm roasting, I might lose the jacket soon. But I want to take a detour and I want to go and find something. I've took a wee detour here in the Dunny Water because I was watching a video by Dave there at the start of the week and I seen that he hid something, so I thought I would come in to see if it was still here. It's gone. He had it right there. So somebody's found it. Well done to them. So well done to whoever found that there. You've wasted me a journey. I could have done with that fire starter. Right, time to get back to the car park. Not cool, not cool. And the morning ceased to amaze. 6 bags of logs here, someone's just left in the middle of one of the woods. Very good. Look at that, found them on travels. It's pretty good, like I'm fairly impressed. Right, and I'll not be sharing the location of this here. I've sort of just seen it out of the corner of my eye and I thought I would come over to explore. Looks like somebody uses it though. There's frying pans and there's a lot of stuff here, so time to bounce on. Time for the outro. So that was every camping video, well, at least every camping video I make anyway. As always, if you've made it this far, thanks very much for watching. If you like this sort of content, consider subscribing, and if you've got this far and you don't like this content, why are you still watching it? Listen, we'll be back out next week for another adventure. Hi guys, thank you very much for clicking on the video. Today we'll look at 10 things that you can do inside your tent. So the reason to make this video today is because it's almost November. Sunset is around 6 p.m. and in a couple of weeks it'll be 5 p.m. and when we're arriving it'll be dark. So over the winter you're spending a lot more time inside your tent just because it's dark. So I thought it would be a good idea to make a video, and I'll include 10 things that we can do to beat the boredom. Right, let's get to camp. Marcus. Veggie mate, you alright? What'd you hear? Let's go. Right, that's me hydrated, got some water there, very, very tasty, lovely and cold, fresh. Today, we're not walking too far because like I mentioned before, it's getting dark earlier and I need to get the tent set up ASAP. So for handiness sake, I'm going to stay in Annalong Woods. I'm going to camp somewhere where I've never been in it before. So we're headed down this way and the next time I'll see you, we'll be at camp somewhere. Very cloudy today. Look at that there. Everything's all covered up. Apart from Binion. You still see Binion alright. Right, that's us in the forest. Sort of just looking for a spot. Look at this here. There must have been foxes. Must have got a sheep. It's all over the place. There's the skeleton there. See them feet? I buy them for my dog. My dog absolutely loves them there. Apparently the hair is good for the dog's stomach. Right, so we'll continue on with the hunt. Oh, I need to find a spot, Do you know what? I've actually walked past 2 or 3 good spots already. I'm just cherry picking at the minute. Here looks like a good spot too. Right there. Right. I think that's the spot right there. That looks like a good part. Right.
Winner.
That's the tent all set up. Happy days. So I've already emptied my rucksack. You see I've got my bed, got my food, my rucksack, and then I have loads and loads of clear space here. You can see today I'm out in the OEX Jackal 2, just because it's a nice big tent. I want to do a wee bit of cooking today, so I'll have room to do that there. You can see the place that I found is really, really nice. Up beside this river here. The tent is at a bit of a slant, sort of like this way, but you'd hardly notice it. And I've set up my bedding in a way it'll be very comfortable for me to sleep. Out of the forest. It's not safe here. It's not safe for you. It's not safe for you. Godspeed. There we go, guys. That's the tent all set up. Rucksack is empty. The time now is about 20 to 6. Sunset is in about half an hour. So I'm not going to waste any of this light. I'm going to run around here, look for some wood, because I might make a fire later on and I would like to have some wood ready for that there. So, like I say, I'm going to run around the woods here for half an hour like a madman. And then whenever it gets dark, we'll start cracking into this list of top 10 things to do inside your tent to bite the boredom. I'm going to go this way. that's the fire setup. Happy days. I don't know if I'll use it or not, but it's there for if I do want to use it. It's starting to get dark now. In about 20 minutes it's going to be pitch black. So I'm going to chill out here for a minute. I'm a wee bit tired from running around. It's really, really warm today for some reason. There's no wind. There's no nothing. It's actually really, really nice weather. It's motivating me. It's making me look more forward to the camp. So it is. So tell you what, I'm going to chill here for 20 minutes. And then when it starts getting dark, I'll check back in with you. And then we'll get a look at these 10 things that we can do in our tents to pass the time. That's me back in the tent now. I've been here for 20 minutes, sort of just relaxing, chilling out. I think it would be time to start moving into these top 10 things to do. The first one is an easy one. The first one is cooking. But listen, if you know you're going to be coming out, you're going to be spending more time in your tent because it's getting dark early or it's raining or whatever, bring something proper with you to cook instead of bringing a pot noodle or a ready meal or some sort of freeze-dried thing or something. Bring something with you and cook something. And you know what? It would be a good time to get something to eat. On the menu tonight is a breakfast pack. This is 4 sausages and 4 veggie rolls. And then to have that, I've got some smashed potato, salt, pepper, crispy onions, and some gravy. I was supposed to bring some onions, but I left them in the fridge in the house. So that's what we're going to get for dinner. Oh, that's my mashed potato. It takes about 150 ml of water. Water here, nice and easy. Besto does it best, as they say. Looking like a pretty good dinner. There we go. Some smashed potatoes. Good. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. And you know what? I think I'm just going to keep 2 of these veggie rolls for breakfast. I think that'll be nice for breakfast. And then last but not least, I've made the gravy way too watery, so I'm not going to put tons on. Just going to put a wee bit. You can see it, it's like water. But time to get this down me. Been looking forward to this.
Help from some old friends. Rick Sanchez, you son of a bitch. Need some people for a thing, Blar. My name's Clear these days.
Number 2, watch a movie.
I play piano. Hey, Clear, play your piano. I quit.
I have finished dinner. It was absolutely delicious. But the night's not over. Time to move on to number 3, which is exercise. Go! And then when you're done doing a set of 15 or 30 or 50 or whatever you're doing, you start a timer for 30 minutes. Time to do it again. Go! Pretty tired now after doing some exercises. Number 4 is you could draw. Not really one for night. This is maybe one for if you're stuck in the tent and it's raining or something, but nevertheless, I've decided to do a wee bit of a drawing here myself. You only really need a piece of paper and a pencil. So like I said, it's dark outside, but that's what I see right now. So that's like the size of my tent, my festival, and then pitch black outside. But drawing can be very calming, very relaxing. And like I say, you only need a piece of paper and a couple of pencils. And that brings us on to number 5, which is learn something new, maybe a new hobby or something. You could grab a piece of wood from outside using your knife. Everyone has a knife. Try to carve something out of it. You could use your extra cord
practice doing your knots. You can do something a bit more fun, buy a harmonica and practice with it. Or you could do, juggling's good too. Juggling keeps your hands nice and busy. Oh, flip. My tent is on a slant like this. And every time I drop a ball, it rolls down to the bottom. Ugh! So I need to keep getting up and getting my balls. It's pretty hard to do it in the tent when you juggle, you know, but if you can learn to do it in a tent, then you'll be very, very good at it. Hold on, I'm going to try and do it a wee bit more serious. It's a wee bit harder because I have 3 lights directly pointing right at my face, sort of blinding me as well. But, there you go, if I chill out. But you can see I'm capable. Juggling. Bonus! Shadow puppets. Anybody can do these, they're pretty easy to do. Pretend to be a sheep maybe? That brings us on to number 6, which is what people used to do before the internet. Get pushed. So, I don't normally drink, but I thought I would get a Jack and Coke. I was going to get an IPA and sort of take the piss out of it a wee bit, but I was standing in Tesco's and to be honest I was a wee bit overwhelmed with the selection. There was just way too many, so I got a Jack and Coke. Yummy alcohol. So I'm gonna mix number 6 and number 7 together here, because when you're having a drink you can listen to music or a podcast. Now I don't listen to podcasts, I watch podcasts but I don't listen to them, but I do like to listen to music. But I don't like to listen to music.
Disco down, huh?
Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah.
The disco gets the heart going, but need to do something to sort of slow myself down. It's coming up near 11:30 at night. There's the sound of the stream outside. Meditation. Push out all your inner thoughts. Become immersed in the ambient sound of the flowing stream, crackling of the trees and the branches and the gentle wind. Become one with nature. I'm enlightened. Number 9 is do what I do. Make YouTube videos. Or make a video or make a diary or whatever. But for the past 4 or 5 hours I've been taking all these wee tiny clips that I've put together into this video. And you know, that keeps you pretty active. I should probably touch on what happened recently with my YouTube channel. So here, it's been going real well, by the way. Like even like a month ago I was happy to have 100 subscribers and now I've got over 300, so you know, things are going real well and I've been getting really good views as well. But I made a mistake. A couple of days ago I was deleting off some unlisted videos that I have. I have about 250 videos on YouTube, all unlisted, nothing to do with camping, ones that I uploaded years and years ago for personal use, and I was deleting them off. And what I did was I deleted off my 5 most recent videos as well, which destroyed me because all of them videos had over 1,500 views each, and I just completely gutted. Thankfully I had backups, so you know, I was able to re-upload them. I've put them out one day at a time, and today, you know, if you're watching this on the day of release, it's Sunday, so that's them all sorted now, and I've put them all back in the order too, so that's a bit of a bummer. But you know, like I said, you know, the YouTube channel's been going good. Subs are up, views are up, so thanks very much for everyone watching. And that brings us on to the last thing, number 10. So what do you do when you have nothing else left to do? Well, it would be time for I'll see you in the morning. And that's 10 things to do in a tent.
get some coffee. It's 9:30, it's pretty late. I didn't get to sleep last night till about 4 in the morning. Sitting up watching movies. I watched John Wick #4. Class, tons of action in it. But I woke up at about 8, fell asleep again, and then I heard rain hitting off my tent at about 9:15. And then I got up. So I think the weather today, the afternoon, it's going to be rainy, it's going to be very windy, and I'd like to get home before that. So like I said, it's 9:30. If I could be out of here, if I could be in the car park for 11 o'clock, I'd consider that a win. But apart from that there, it's been a pretty good night. Brought my hot water bottle, didn't need it. Slept in my flipping boxers and a t-shirt. Don't know why, I was absolutely roasting last night. So anyway, I'm going to get my coffee here. I've got a veggie roll left over from yesterday's dinner. And then I'm going to start packing up the tent and get out of here ASAP. So, I'm going to just enjoy my coffee. Parkour! Parkour! Look at them! I went for a pee at about 1:30 in the morning last night, and I had my headlight on, and the only thing that I could see was about 6 eyes staring at me from the other end of the forest. It was the sheep, so it was, but they just stand there and stare at you, they don't move. If you didn't know that there were sheep, you would think that you were being hunted. Time to get packed up and get OTF. Right, it's starting to spit. All of my stuff is outside because of this 2-man tent, because it's big. This needs to go into my rucksack first. So I'm gonna get this done ASAP to get everything in my bag. So let's go, let's pack the tent up. Right, that's where the tent was. You can see the flat grass there. Backpack, rubbish bag, and my funny wee rings from doing my disco part last night. Right. Goodbye camp spot. Good fire that we never lit. Okay. So there's a black sheep, and it's been up here on this side of the fence, banned for about 20 minutes, and there's all the white ones there. Do the white ones not like the black one or what? You know what I noticed? See, even the black one, when it's going bah, it sounds weird. It's not like a normal bah, it's like bah, whereas a normal sheep's bah. Guess that's why they call it the black sheep. Where are you going? He's not actually black, he's a wee bit brown. Hey! That's me walking up the side of the wood now. I'm really thirsty. There was a stream right beside where the tent was, but I didn't really want to drink out of it because of the dead sheep that we found yesterday. It was alright last night when I was boiling all the water, so, but I can't drink out of it. I can, but There's a river up at the top of the forest here where you meet the Carrick Little Path. So I'll just wait and just get a drink there instead. Spitting a wee bit. It's I would say that it's not enough to get you wet. It's actually kind of nice on the face, but I hope it doesn't get any much stronger. Right. I'll check in with you here when I'm getting a drink. Flop. Alright, that's me reached the end of the forest now. Just got to walk up this Carrick Little Path until I get to the gate. And then it's like a couple of 100 metres to the car park, so happy days. It's looking very, very cloudy today. There's some of the peaks is covered. There's a, I think that's called Lamigan up there. You can't even see North Binion. The wind's coming, I can feel it. Time to start getting up this Carrick Little Path. Back toward the car park. Right. Oh. Right, here we go. Right, now it's back at the gate. Time to sign out. I didn't take too many videos there on the way back because I'm walking in a straight line. The rain's coming in. I'm sort of rushing home. But listen, as always, guys, thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you find the top 10 list entertaining. And if you like that sort of content, consider hitting the subscribe button. And as always, catch you later. See you next week. Hello, and welcome to the video. This week we go to Eagle Mountain and we do a no stove camp. Let's get going.
Cruising through the valley, cool as ice. Eagle Mountains calling, I don't think twice. Backpack loaded, talking dreams unfold. Nature's whispering secrets untold.
It's been absolutely crap the last couple of weeks. You haven't been able to see maybe 100 metres ahead of yourself, even whenever I left the house. Couldn't see 100 metres ahead of myself when I was coming up the road. But when I got to here, it's all clear. Look at that there. Perfect. And we're headed to Eagle Mountain because I've never been there before. I've heard that the views from it are amazing. And that's why I've waited for a day like this when it's nice and clear. So we can go up, do a camp, hopefully get a sunset that is at 4:30. It's 2:30 now, so we've got 2 hours to get up there, get the tent up, and then get something to eat.
Feet on the path, trailhead in sight.
Here's a wee tip for you. If you're ever walking, you see this bright green grass. See, it's all surrounded by brown grass. You can rip it off. You can drink that water. I'm not going to, but you can. Let's get going.
Every step closer fills me with pride.
Today's video, I've not brought a stove with me. There's plenty of reasons to not bring a stove with you. Maybe you're trying to save weight. Maybe you don't have time to cook. Maybe you're just too lazy to clean up your pots and pans like me. But when we get up to the top of this mountain here and get the tent set up, we'll go over the 3 different types of foods that people will normally bring with them if they're doing no stove camping. And I'm not including cold soaks because cold soak is gross. So let's get on up the mountain here. Another important thing is, if you're coming up with no stove, you need to have a water filter with you. If you don't have a water filter, don't come up with no stove because you need a way to clean water. Absolutely amazing. So I think the wall is sort of just in here, and then we'll be headed up this way here. It's not a bad eye view. Class view down into the valley there. You can see the river running the whole way down. Very, very happy to be out today. The weather's nice. It's going to get cold, but that's just the time of the year. Rocks are real slippy today. Really slippy. Stop, get some water here before we start scaling this wall. This is going to be fun up here. I'm really not looking forward to it, but has to be done. It's all part of the adventure. So I'll show you where we are. So we're at this windy gap. There's the stile down there, or the stile. The stile or the stile? The stile. I've been calling them stiles for 6 months, but apparently they're stiles. And then we're headed up this way now. So you can see it's steep enough. Right, so let's get another big mouthful of water and then get up this hill. Hey guys, that's me arrived at the top of Eagle Mountain now. I'm not even gonna lie, I was tight. I was very tight coming up. I had to stop halfway. I finished off my water. But listen, was it worth it? I say yes, it would be worth the effort, alright.
Stand on top, see the world below. Endless horizons, the sunsets glow.
Oh shit! Shit! F***ing sick! Just sunk about 15 centimeters in the muck. Alright. Okay, Eagle Mountain, done. Absolutely amazing. You can see Spelga Dam over there as well. Right, time to get back over to the stile. What? Oh, the stile, sorry. I need to start remembering to call this a stile. I had a quick look about there, and I'm not seeing anywhere good to camp. It's very, very, very marshy up around here. Right, we seem to have a problem. I've been walking around here for 15 minutes. I've been walking around here for 15 minutes trying to find somewhere suitable to camp, and the whole place is absolutely soaking. It is just a swamp. Now, I have seen people camping just over here, but the whole of this grass over here is just water. You walk and you sink into it. And the same over here and the same up here. I'm walking around for 15 minutes and I'm starting to get annoyed because I'm not going home, I'm camping, but it doesn't look like I'm camping up here, so I'm gonna need to make a plan. The plan, I think, is I'm gonna take a time lapse of the sunset while I'm up here. I'm gonna get something to eat, and then when it gets dark, strap the head torch on, head back down into the valley. There was a couple of good places that I've seen that I could camp down in there, so you know, it is what it is, and we'll still get a camp, so you know, it's not the end of the world. Bummer all the same. Look at them there for views. Can't beat that there. This is my favourite time of the day. This is like a twilight, where it's not dark and it's not light, and it's perfect. So let's get into this no stove camping. I had said that I've split it into 3 sections. The first section is pre-made food. This is what most people are going to go for. You're going to go for things like sandwiches, wraps, paninis, filled sodas. You could do meat pies, sausage rolls, Scotch eggs. You could have sushi. There's lots and lots of stuff that you can buy pre-made. There's lots of stuff you can make in the house. Pasta salads, rice salads. There's an unlimited amount of things that you can do. Today, just for handiness sake, I went to Tesco and got the meal deal. Everybody from the UK knows about the Tesco meal deal. I've got the southern fried chicken and barbecue coleslaw. And then whenever we get back down into the valley and I get the tent set up, I'm going to get my dinner number 2, and I'll show you what that there is. But for right now, I'm going to get this in me. I am starving. Here, look at my face. I look like Donald Trump, boy. Well, that definitely hit the spot. One of the advantages of no stove cooking is there's no tidy up and you can eat it immediately. So, gonna down there about here for maybe 15 more minutes. Wait for this sunset to finish and then get off the mountain and head back down into the valley. Right, that's just headed off Eagle Mountain now. It's starting to get dark. I've put my jacket on because as soon as the sun went down, you could feel the cold coming over. There's two ways to get off Eagle Mountain. There's the way that I came and there's another way that I didn't come and I don't know. So I'm gonna stick to the way that I do know. And I'm in a wee bit of a hurry. And I'll tell you what, the next time I check in will be whenever we're at camp. I know exactly where I'm going. I walked past a really good spot on the way up. I near slipped there. Right, I'm gonna need to pay attention to what I'm doing here. I'll see you down at camp. Yeah, it's wet and it's very spongy, but it's flat and it'll do. Right, let's get the tent set up. Hold on. There we go, all set up. That's my bedding and everything's out. There's clothes, juice, water, food. I've got my rucksack here. It stops my mat rolling around. If you're wondering why my sleeping pad looks like that, it's because I've got an inner sleeping bag over it. And sleeping bag and mat. So, like I say, I got a new camera here and it's a DJI. And because DJIs are like magnetic, I seen this here. It's a wee light. They're only like £15. It's waterproof. And because it's magnetic, it kind of just clips onto the side. So I want to test it here outside. Let's give it a go. Right, this is me outside without any light at all. There's the tent behind me. I'm going to try and turn this wee light on. It's got 3 settings. Put it on the lowest setting first. Well, that's an improvement already. Let's have a look and see if I can see anything in front of me. Not so much. Let's turn it up to the second setting. That's better again. Let's see if it... wee bit brighter. If you can see that in front of me. Then the third setting. It actually looks too bright. Looks too bright for selfie mode. But for looking at other stuff, that's close up. That's pretty good. So I've found a spot here. It's right up beside the river. And I need to watch where I'm walking here so I don't fall. But it's right up here beside the river. And it's actually very close to the car park. Whenever I'm going home tomorrow, it's going to take me about 10 minutes. Well, right, let's get back into the tent. The light's blinding me so I can't walk. But starting to get hungry again. That walk down was brutal. It was definitely harder going down than going up. Going down, if I didn't have my walking sticks with me, I would have been on my hole every 20 or 30 meters going down off Eagle. And then even walking down the valley, I would have slipped a couple of times because some of the rocks are like ice. But anyway, I'm hungry again, so let's move on to meal number 2 for no stove camping.
Right, that's me back inside the tent now. I've been dandling around for about half an hour looking at the wee stream and stuff, and my hands have started to get cold, so I decided to come back into the coffin and get something to eat. Now, we're doing no stove camping, but that does not mean that you need to eat everything cold. If you've seen one of my old videos, I use this here. This is a Happy Helper Camper Heater Bag, invented by NASA and used by the Army to heat up army meals in less than 12 minutes. And I'm gonna use this to heat this army ration, which is chicken and pasta. And I'm looking forward to it. So let's get on the job. These are dead simple to use. All you do is you tear the top off, and then inside there's like a wee pad. And whenever you put water on this here, it activates it and it gets really warm. So open the bag, put in your army ration meal, put in 60 ml of water, close it up. There's a sticker on the bag, close it over. And then you make sure that the wee pad is in the center. And then you set it down, leave it for 12 minutes. It'll steam up and it's very interesting to watch. And then after 12 minutes, you'll have a lovely hot meal. Oh, it's gonna melt that. I set it on top of a lunchbox lid, but it's gonna melt it. Alright, just set it on the ground then. That's what it looks like when it's activated. It takes a few minutes, so you know, if you ever buy one of these to use it and it doesn't like start working within the first minute or two, I wouldn't worry about it. It takes a few minutes. It's been about 15 minutes. I took this off. I was looking for my spoon. I forgot my army spoon. I could have swore I packed it, but lucky I always carry a spare one. This is one that I got with like a wee cook set. So because it's very short, I've cut the pouch and I can see the steam coming off it. It's pretty grey looking, but it's an army ration meal. Oh, there's loads of mushrooms in it. That's good. I like mushrooms. So I'm gonna sit here and eat this here, but that goes to show that you don't need a stove for a lovely hot meal. Well, an army ration or one of them Wayfield meals or something, but it's doable. Ooh. Ooh.
A terrible injury and won't be able to attend.
What happened?
That was really good. That was really good. But as always, army rations are very small. They're only 300 grams. So I'm guessing that in an hour or two, I'll be hungry again, and I'll come back and we'll do the third part. I'll check in with you the next time I'm eating. Right, folks, it's around 11:15. It's almost time for bed. I've been outside there. I had to go for a pedal, and I've seen that the sky's really clear. You can see tons of stars, and the moon for some reason tonight seems to be very bright. So listen, I said that there was 3 types of food that you can eat for a no stove camp, and we'll move on to the last one now. The last one is snack food, trail mixes, stuff like this. And that's the wee plate that I have made up for myself. So I have some crackers, pepperoni, cocktail sausages, boiled eggs are good. I have some crisps, and I have a half, what do you call it, a log I guess? A half log of smoked cheese. So I'm gonna eat away on this here before I go to sleep when I'm watching a movie. I've brought extra of pretty much all the exact same stuff again that I'm gonna eat for breakfast, and then I have some chocolate that I'll probably not eat. And I have squishies as always that for some reason I don't eat those either, but I always bring them. And lastly, I have trail mix. Like I say, I'm really close to the car park, so I'll not need that there, but you can make this up. I made up about 6 or 7 bags at one time. I think it costs like 7 or 8 quid. There's pretzels, there's chocolate buttons, there's loads of raw nuts, and there's pieces of toffee. Not toffee, sorry, fudge. So that's really good. So there you have it. That's 3 types of food that you can bring with you for a no stove camp. And let me tell you something, I'm actually really looking forward to this plate right now. I'm gonna eat this here, I'm gonna watch a movie at the same time, and I'll probably fall asleep. So I'll tell you what, I'll turn the camera off and I'll see you in the morning.
It's for a hot water bottle, so it's not cheating. Don't roast me in the comments. I need a wee hot water bottle, you know. Alright, good night.
Morning folks, time's around about 7:45. Sunset is supposed to be about now, but I checked my phone and visibility has changed from very good last night to very poor this morning. So I haven't even really looked outside yet, but it would be time to get up, I guess. Alright. Time to get coffee. Right, that's me finally out of my scratcher. I got a sunset there. You've probably already seen it by now. So when I was recording that there, I had walked up this wee stream here, and there are unlimited camping spots up here. So I'll probably 100% be coming back here to camp along this valley, which is really, really nice. Right, so it's time for coffee. One of the worst things about no stove camping is you can't get hot coffee, so I have to go for a nice coffee. I wish it was hot, but I'm going to set up the stream here, drink this, and then start packing down the tent. That iced coffee just doesn't cut it the same as hot coffee, but it did the job. Now I'm down there and about here, and look, I found some mushrooms growing out of poo. I think there's cows around here. Here, you see, if you take them mushrooms and you make tea with it and you drink it, you'll see some crazy things. Apparently when I was real young, my mum told me this, I can't remember, but apparently these were growing in my back garden when I was about 5 or 6, and I ate them, and apparently I didn't sleep very well that night. And I say I can't remember, this is what my mum told me, but so I've had magic mushrooms before. The weather today looks alright. It's not that cold for the morning time, to be honest with you. It wasn't that cold last night either. Didn't get as cold as I thought it would be. And look, I'll show you here, it's clear enough. I mean, you can see it's clear enough until you get to where we were yesterday. And then it's very cloudy up there, but everywhere else looks sort of clear. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. That's me 90% packed. Just a tent to go. Let's give this here a try here. Izzy, Wizzy, let's get busy. Izzy, Wizzy, let's get oh, okay, it takes a wee second for it to work. Cool. There we go, there's where we camped last night. No trace and all that there. Here, I'll just show you exactly where I am. So, I'm sort of just right up beside the stream here. And you can see that gate with the yellow sign on it. And I'll show you how close I am to the trail. So, there's the trail right there. Couldn't have got any closer. So we couldn't have. And then, this is where we were camping down there. Really, really good spot. I'll be coming back there again. What the hell? What? There's an eggshell there. What? I set up my sunrise from here. I would have seen that.
That was in my bin. Anyway, time to hit the road. So, goodbye campsite. Goodbye Eagle Mountain, even though I can't see you. Clouds are starting to roll in all over the place. Tell you what, instead of doing B-roll to walk home like I normally would, I'm just going to walk. Because I'll show you exactly how close I am to the gate that brings you out of, I guess this is the Mournes. So, you can see over here the gate. If you're looking for a lazy camp where you just want to come out and camp and you don't need to walk, that is an ideal location right there. And like I say, there's tons of other really good camping spots up along that wee river there. I don't know what that river's called though. I don't even know what this valley's called. But I'll definitely be coming back. There we are, we're at the gate. Tell you what, it's a lot handier than having to walk down off Eagle this morning. I found a horsey. Huh? Oh, you're a big gentle giant, eh? Oh yes. How you going, buddy? Look at you, look at the colour of you, eh? You're class. Huh? Look at you and your wee mohawk. Huh? You're a good boy, eh? There you go. Oh-ho. 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 I wish I had something for you to eat. Huh? What's this? Oh, you getting jealous? You getting jealous? Class. Right, that's me through the gate. I'm walking up a wee private lane now. Maybe 300 or 400 metres back to the lay-by. Turned out to be a pretty good camp. A wee bit bummed, obviously, that I couldn't stay on top of Eagle, but you've seen it yourself there. It's all covered in mist, and to be honest with you, I'm glad for the short walk home. Plus, I like staying up near wee streams and stuff. So, listen, if you've got this far, thanks very much for watching. If you like this sort of content, consider subscribing, or you can click this video here to watch another video about 10 things to do inside your tent during the winter. So, as always, thanks very much. I'll catch you in the next one.